Hi, friends. It's Deanna Willison with Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I'm here today with a Franciscan update that one of you pointed out to me. On May 15th, 2025, the Secular Franciscan Order, specifically the international group CIOFS, introduced a new logo. Now, I have to print in grayscale so you can't see. This one is like a golden tan color, whereas this one is in gray. This is our new logo. This is our old logo. It's kind of funny. I think the old logo is a little bit scritchety scratchy, like the handwritten signature at the end of the blessing of Brother Leo that our Father Francis did. And around it, it has the Latin words Ordo Franciscanus Secularis OFS. You can see it if you look very closely. I probably should have printed that one out. That's why we get OFS. There's the Latin words OFS at the bottom and the symbol of the tau. And we know that the tau is supposed to be our unique symbol. I'll hold this up and compare it to this guy. They're not very distinct, are they? They don't seem the same letter or symbol at all. As far as logos go, logos need to be uniform in this day and age. It's one of my complaints. It sounds like a lovely poetic thing. We're all wear the tau, just like the beloved letter of St. Francis and how he liked to sign his name. But in America, at least, sports teams and different universities and businesses like to have stylized forms of letters as their logo as well. So the only place anyone ever asks me what this is when I am in Tennessee, because the logo for the University of Tennessee is a different stylized T, and it's not this one, and they're sure of that. This is made of olive wood, and the only reason people may notice, they may notice something odd. No one's ever said anything about the 3 knots. We used to have 5, and I wear a 4-way medal with mine. That kind of lets people know it's something Christian, and they don't know what, but then they ask. So our new logo right here is a scritchety scratchety towel. So they still tried to keep the scritchety scratchiness, but with not being a solid mark, it has, I'm sorry, it's lost all meaning. This is, St. Francis didn't write an outline of a letter. Why wouldn't this at least be solid? And then we have these little rays. Honestly, just that image kind of reminds me of the CFR's logo, the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal, doesn't it? It's kind of like a kid's version of that. Honestly, that's what it looked like to me. So let's read the circular. It said, the CIOFS presidency has approved a new corporate brand designed centered around the international OFS logo. It seeks to express the nature of the secular Franciscan order. It picks up the Franciscan element of the old logo, namely the tau, the T. The new design eliminates the Latin words around the tau. Instead, a circle of rays burst out from the tau like a sun shining onto the secular world. Its identity as an order is expressed through the Latin words Ordo Franciscanus Secularis, which is funny because it literally, in the 2 sentences, back to back, same paragraph, the new design eliminates the Latin words around the tau, and then I guess it's three-word paragraph. And the last one says, its identity as an order is expressed through the Latin words Ordo Franciscanus Secularis. But you literally told us you just eliminated those, but it's expressed. Our identity is expressed by the thing that was eliminated. I don't know what that means. It says the logo itself can be used without the words, such as on the web, social media, and on products. For appealing graphic effect, a part of the logo can be enlarged for use on such things as envelopes, folders, posters, tote bags, etc. The logo is also expected to be used in various combinations with the OFS name spelled out, especially on CIOFS letterhead and documents. That's the one place you probably don't need it because we will all recognize it. The one place you don't need it. Whatever. Here it is, nice and big, their new logo. It says the brand may be presented in color, a light brown, or in grayscale. The new design is for use by the CIOFS. And yes, we did request that we could have gear, books, tote bags, hoodies. We did ask for these things, and so this is the logo we got. Scritchety scratchety outline, not even solid, with rays around it. Nobody's going to have any idea what this is. It doesn't look so much like the Tennessee logo anymore, so that's a little better. Is that going to change the towels that we? I mean, I I don't I don't get it. Um, I wish that they had at least shopped this out to various fraternities. Maybe the other national groups got an opinion. They were like, "Hey, what do you guys think?" And they were all like, "Yay!" I I I, I don't get this. This doesn't say. Maybe it looks a little bit more like a cross than this one did because of the rays. I don't know. But then you're like, why is it all squiggly? Because people are probably thinking of the wooden cross. I don't know. Is it for the wooden cross or St. Francis? It doesn't explain any of that. I don't. Obviously, I'm not in love with this new logo. And it doesn't show you the words around it. You can just put the words under it. I don't know how it's supposed to show Franciscans shining like a sun on the secular world. I don't see it, but that's the new logo. People have been asking about it. That is it. I'll try and put a link in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Um, in a tiny way, it does look more like the Eucharist, which was more, which was so important to St. Francis. It is going to save ink. Look, this one had the towel as the only, you see, it was mostly dark inside. It's going to save a lot of ink. So I guess there's that. I don't know. It's going to save a lot of ink. I still would have had this solid colored, and the words need to be on it. It's so meaningless without it. I'm sorry. Thinking that as our order is shrinking, we don't need to even put our name on things, and people are just going to know. How are they going to know? I don't know. It's bizarre to me. Um, yeah, I feel like if this would have come down to the local fraternities, people would have been like, "Whoa, what's that?" Maybe had an open period for comments. And we all know this is something people talk about in the secular Franciscan order. On one hand, the new rule was supposed to really empower the laity in the secular, so the diocesan priests and the laity who were in the secular Franciscan order. It was supposed to give us power back that they felt that the friars were keeping from us. But really what has happened is our own leadership has all the power and they make all the decisions for us and they tell us about it once they've done the thing. That's what it feels like. May not be true. That's what it feels like. And there are people who still leave the order because of it. It's a weird juxtaposition of we didn't like the friars telling us what to do, so now we have our own people telling us what to do. Yay! I don't know. That's a weird vibe. We were asking to have merch, and it does sound like we can have merch. For appealing graphic effect, a part of the logo could be enlarged. It doesn't say what part. What are we enlarging? The lines? The towel? I don't know. It says part of the logo may be enlarged. This could be bad translation as well. For things such as envelopes, folders, posters, and tote bags, etc. I don't know. It does say that you can spell it out, OFS, if you want. And they're going to do it on their logo, on their letterhead. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe everybody loves this and it's just me. I was just probably more startled than anything. I don't know about you. I was definitely startled by this because saying the Tau is our definitive symbol, the Tau is our definitive symbol, and then they redo the logo and it's like, well, this Tau is our definitive symbol. I don't know. It's not something that's going to keep me up all night. It's irritating, but it is what it is. What are your thoughts on it? How are you going to use it? Put it down in the comment section below. God bless, friends.